96 number one, blazing live to the globe on OjoWorldTT.com. Ezekiel, voice of the movement, and the Demolition man, Ishmael. We want to say welcome to our guest, and not just welcoming you to Ojo World, but to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Hi, Wendi.
Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. I am so happy to be here, and that was such a warm welcome. Thank you.
And that's what we do here at 96 number one. Season's greetings to you and yours.
Season's greetings, yes.
I see you here with family.
Yes.
Shout out to my family. How you doing, Karen? In the court. Hi, Karen.
So we got Keston, my friend Keston, and we have Kristen, my manager. So it's great. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good vibes.
Yeah.
So here's what. Let's talk about this. You're from the Bahamas.
Yes.
And you always represent. But also, I noticed on your Instagram that there's another flag there.
There's another flag there.
All right, so I saw the Haitian flag as
Yeah.
well. So tell us a little bit about your history and your
Of
upbringing.
course. So we know that Caribbean people, we are a melting pot of so many different islands.
There you go.
My husband likes to say we were all on the same African ship and just dropped off on different islands. And my father's father is Haitian. So I had just recently, and when I say recently, like when I was in high school, found out that I was Haitian Bahamian. So for the longest, I didn't even know. And that's really the story of a lot of Bahamians, you know.
Okay.
The dynamic between the Bahamas and Haiti is such that we have a lot of immigrants that come over to Haiti
course.
from the Bahamas. And that relationship, of course, is very strained as far as illegal immigration is concerned.
understand, yes.
So there's a stigma about Haitians. It's a negative stigma as well. So even I could even share this, and this would be probably a little taboo to share as a brand new artist to the Trinidad market. But even myself, I was one of those persons who was very negative about the Haitian population and all that illegal immigration in the Bahamas.
I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Illegally.
Illegal.
Come the right way.
Exactly.
There you go. Fair enough.
However, but you know, the more you know and the more you understand, the more you become a little bit more sensitive to people's plight.
Yes.
And just the fact that so many Haitians would come to the Bahamas and then they become a part of the fabric of the community and they build the community.
I see.
And my father's father was one of those people. So when I found that out, I really had an identity crisis.
There you
it
go.
It really hit me.
I can imagine.
Because I used to be one of those people talking, and then, you know, to realize I'm talking about myself.
So how did you overcome that to be this Wendi coming sharing hugs now? I mean,
was
come
very, very, I even remember in high school, it was very, very strange.
Right.
Because even the spelling of my last name was changed. And a lot of this took place in the Bahamas. So my grandmother, she changed the spelling of my last name. It was Louis. Louis.
Okay.
Very French,
Yes,
Haitian
of course.
French name.
Yes.
And they changed the spelling to Louis. So that's
Just
something
to fit in.
Right.
And to protect you, of course.
I assume so,
Well,
but this
you're
is some of
yeah.
the shame that was associated, and I'm talking generations back.
Yes, I understand.
You know, so what I did when I really embraced it, I put out a Creole Bahamian song called Mete. It's like my love letter to my heritage that I want to find out more about.
Yes,
it's a very sexy song. It's called Mete Siksu Boom Boom. Mete Siksu Boom Boom. And it means put some sugar on my biscuit. A little racy.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
all right.
A little fresh.
Yeah, we're going on it. The way you said it before in French, which is obviously the language of love, stay on that side.
Yeah. Don't say that. Yeah, it's okay.
Is the song in French?
The song is in French and English.
Oh, so we get to enjoy both sides.
Yes. You know, the tame stuff is in English and the raciest stuff is in the Creole.
So somebody had to pull out the translation. Huh?
Yeah. And they'll be like, whoa, wait a minute. So I'm happy now to really present that to people that I'm 100% Bahamian.
Yes.
And I also have Haitian heritage.
Wonderful.
So that's why you see both flags up
Wonderful. What a way to start the interview and a nice foundation to set. So let me go from there now to Wendi the artist. Where did that love come from for the music to the point where here you are now at that point where you could have released that song? Where did that love for music start for you originally?
I've been singing since I was 4 years old. Very early on, my dad recognized that I was a singer, and he nurtured that very early, very supportive.
Yes.
And all through high school, I would sing everywhere as far as governmental events, in school, church, of course. Yeah. And it came to a point where it was just always a part of me. But I never wanted to do music professionally. My first degree is in biology with chemistry, and I went to school to become a doctor. And then I decided, I don't want to do this anymore. And come on, what parent is going to be like, you can come home and study music? Most parents won't do that, but my parents did. They were super support. Would you do that?
Let me put my hand up. Living proof. Yeah.
So
we have to get the degree though.
Well,
get my bunks for that. Respect.
I got the degree.
Then you got to do what you want to do.
I have a biochem degree and I have a music business degree. So they still made sure that I got that education in.
Balance.
Hone that craft, really learn about music, and I learned about the business. So my next degree is from Berklee College of Music. And that's where I spent a lot of time in New York and really learning the business. And then I came back home, and I went back home, and I really just wanted to be on the songwriting side.
Understand.
And I was doing more pop, more R&B. And then I joined the band Visage. Now, Visage, back in the early 2000s, was big here in Trinidad. They're on the Soca Gold albums.
Yes, correct.
There's a lot of people who would know Obi Pindling. And that's the soca party band of the Bahamas. And that's kind of when I got hit by the bug, along with my best friend being Trini and her bringing me. She brought me down when we were in school. She brought me down for carnival.
Listen.
She fling me into carnival.
Yeah, and a hot doubles and a bacon shack up on Maracas Berry.
And Johnny Walker in the morning.
What you saying?
It was a little too much for me. It just was too much. I had corn soup and Johnny Walker at 8 a.m. and I say, wait a minute. Wait.
That's a typical after-fed breakfast.
Yeah.
That's for you to go home, take a little 45 minutes, get up.
Trini's rough. I know if Bahamians could take that.
I'm
a White Oak girl. I can't do Johnny Walker.
Well, nothing wrong with the eyes of White Oak, man. You can drink your White Oak, but the point is you're jamming.
I did it. I pumped.
I
got it.
Once you pump. Because if we have to leave you home and you're sleeping.
No, you ain't leaving me.
Oh, there you go then.
You ain't leaving me.
When you inside? You inside.
You ain't leaving me. And so that's kind of where it started. Back home in the Bahamas, I'm in the Visage band, and we do soca, we do rake and scrape, we do junk canoe, and in 2013 or 14 is when I kind of was shoved into the forefront with a new single by Visage called Happy Hour.
Okay.
And it's all history from there. Just been banging out singles, winning awards, really creating a buzz.
I saw some of those in your social media bio later on, guys. Of course, you give them the handles and they can check it out.
Yes.
Any of those you want to care to mention? Some of the
you can the awards. So just at Miami Carnival this year in October, I won the music video of the year, the Soca International Soca Award for Music Video of the Year Female, as well as Performer of the Year Female.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and I was up against some big hitters, so everyone says that I'm happy to be nominated, but I truly was happy to be nominated. I know that sounds cliche, but I was always very honored to be in the presence of such big names like Nadia Batson, Patrice Roberts, but to have won was really, really special for me. So I want to just say thank you to everyone that voted.
Right. So let's talk about the track that Ishmael is about to release.
Hey.
She ready for demo to press play? Yeah. Tell us about this song.
So this song is called Weakness. It's produced. It's produced by Smitty from Star Blue Productions, and written by Christopher and Daryl Gervais, who are amazing songwriters. I was so happy to have met this team. It's a Trini team of writers and producers, and we worked closely with Christopher and Daryl to really come up with a song that kind of identifies me as a Bahamian woman, and also that can be, enjoyed by all of the islands, not just Trinidad, but all of the islands. And some of the things that we did, we make sure that the song was not just catered to Trinidad, but also to the Bahamas. So, you guys fet a lot.
Yes, we do.
We don't fet in the Bahamas.
What is the?
We's party.
Oh, we's party. Yeah,
I know. Y'all just do it all. You're right. Y'all just do it all. So it was really important for me that the song was identifiably me, as well as it being able to be translated to all of the other islands, because each island has these things that are unique to them.
Very much so.
And so we got Weakness. I really was excited to sing it and perform it. I think you can hear the energy and the excitement in my voice. The track is crazy.
Yeah, we hearing it. We hearing it.
And man, I want you to just release it.
Okay then. Say no more. Let me go. Wendi, we live on OjoWorldTT.com. We say it's what? Weakness.
Weakness.
Let's do this.
Wendi, what you know about it? I done gas up. Ready to hit the road with a full cup.
Fix up to play my role, I got act up. Whole place done full of vibe and it right up. Yeah, it right up. They say something wrong with me, but ain't nothing wrong with me. This is my medication, this is my therapy. Don't bother to call my phone, best to leave me alone. You see when I in my zone, guess what? It's party till the morning. And jamming down is my weakness. Leave me on.
That tune again. Ocho man.
My goodness.
Hey, hey.
Let them hear
Listen,
that voice, Wendy.
It's Wendi. What you know about it? I done gas up. Ready to hit the road with a full cup. Fix up to play my role, I got act up. Whole place done full of vibe and it right up. Yeah, it right up. They say something wrong with me, but ain't nothing wrong with me. This is my medication, this is my therapy. Don't bother to call my phone, best to leave me alone. You see when I'm in my zone, hey, it's party till the morning. And jumping down is my weakness. Leave me all in my feelings. We fettin' till the morning. Oh, winding down is my weakness. Leave me fun in my feelings. And I'm never going home. Said I'm never going home. Hey, look, I'm never going home. Why? Winding down is my weakness. Listen, without permission. This woman on a mission. If we meet out on the road, assume the position. Drifting away. Call my name and I dare. Y'all them come out to say and have my feeling away. They say something wrong with me, but ain't nothing wrong with me. This is my medication. This is my therapy.
Yes.
Don't bother to call my phone. You know what I mean?
And leave me alone.
Leave me.
Leave me.
Why? Hey, it's party. Leave me all in my feelings. That's until the morning. Having fun, and I never going home. Look, I never going home. Hey, look, I never going home. Having fun. Listen,
Yeah.
they say something wrong with me.
Nothing wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all.
But ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah, let them know.
They say something nothing wrong.
You just different from them.
Listen,
Yeah, do your own. Let me do my thing.
let me do it.
Okay.
They say something wrong with me, but ain't nothing wrong with me. This is my medication. This is my therapy. Don't bother to call my phone. Best to leave me alone. You see when I'm in my zone. I got party till now. Hey, it's party. Leave me all in my feelings. Better till the morning, morning, morning. Having fun is my weakness. It's party till the morning. And jamming down is my weakness. Leave me all in my feelings. We fettin' till the morning. Winding down is my weakness. You going on? I never going home. Said I never going home. Leave me all in my feelings. And I never going home. Hey, winding down is my weakness. That's right. It's a weakness.
And if they want to be judgmental, they can go ahead. That's
Yeah.
your business.
But
People
I ain't
like
going
us,
home.
we just cut from a different kind of cloth.
It's a weakness. It's a sickness even.
You want to leave the fete at 4 o'clock, that's your business. The
Yeah.
promoter say, well, Wendy's the party going till 6, you know.
Yeah.
And it have 2 artists still to perform. Honey, you leaving?
No.
And you are your Johnny Walker?
No. Why
Oh,
no?
oh, yeah,
Why
yeah,
no?
sorry.
Johnny,
I almost caught you.
yeah. No, I listen.
I almost caught you.
Johnny Walker will have me home.
Wendy, now, you know, I love your energy.
Thank you.
You brought that into the room, and we appreciate that. You know, when
Yes.
people come with that kind of vibe, it makes what we do a lot easier.
Aw.
But sometimes, you know, we have to talk about things that we really don't want to talk about.
Okay.
But we have to.
Yes, we have to.
We have to address that little elephant in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that, for whatever reason, we'll never understand that
Yeah.
the Almighty decided to send what He sent to your home in the Bahamas.
Yes.
And we know, you know, many people
Died.
lost their lives. They lost everything. Lives were displaced, and the rebuilding process is going on.
Yeah.
So I know, you know, we here in Trinidad and Tobago, we here at Ojo World, you know, we send our love and support always.
Thank you.
And you can't come from the Bahamas, and we can't ask what's happening, what's going on. Give us, because I know you're going to bring, from the vibe that you brought in, you're coming with a positive
Absolutely.
messages. So let's hear what's going on.
So listen, the way the Bahamas is set up,
Right.
we are no strangers to hurricanes.
Right, of
we
course,
are
yes, we
built
understand.
for hurricanes.
Yes.
We are in that immediate window. The hurricane comes down from Africa and it always comes across us.
Yes.
We have withstood Category 5 hurricanes,
Yes.
Category 4 hurricanes that have gone up to the U.S. and caused crazy damage, and we were always just like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to say that we were... we took advantage of how blessed we've been for so many years. But then Dorian hit on September 1st. And we had never, ever experienced that.
Yes.
And for as long as I've been living, as long as my father has been living, as long as his mother has been living, no one can say that they've experienced a hurricane where people have died. It always seemed like
Okay.
something that
I
was
understand.
far away.
I understand.
You know, like that ain't gonna happen to us.
Well, we kind of had that kind of vibe here too.
Yeah, y'all is party in the floods. I've seen it.
Yeah, we don't,
Y'all is have flood fets. I've seen it.
Ah, boy.
But
Go
you know,
ahead.
as island people, we are blessed. We love to have fun. We love to enjoy, and sometimes we take Mother Nature for granted. And I guarantee you that no Bahamian will ever do that again.
I can fully understand. And I don't think anyone within the Caribbean at all.
No,
because knowing,
that has never happened.
there you go.
So if you don't know, Dorian hit and moved at 2 miles per hour over Abaco, which is less than a walking pace. When it hit Grand Bahama, it moved at 0 miles per hour.
It was just sitting there.
So it just sat there.
Oh, my goodness.
And the winds, when it hit Grand Bahama, when it hit Abaco, was greater than anything ever recorded for a Category 5 storm. They got to come up with a new category
Understood.
now.
Yeah, okay.
So the way, of course, everybody knows the Bahamas is shallow waters. The Bahamas is Spanish for shallow waters, okay?
I
So
did
we're
not know that. I
surrounded-
learned something today.
Yeah, Las Bahamas means shallow waters. So we are always at sea level or below sea level.
Understood. Yeah.
So we always just hanging on by God's grace. And so the way the storm surge worked, nobody in the Bahamas ever experienced it or ever really took it seriously because we never experienced it. But the storm surge in Abaco and Grand Bahama just rose and rose and rose. And there's no way to evacuate people. We don't have mountains like how you have in Trinidad. You can't go
I
run
hear
to no
you.
mountains.
I understand.
Everything is low lying. Nassau itself is 21 by 7 miles. That's nothing. That's nothing. So people didn't have anywhere to go. You're on an island. You don't have nowhere to evacuate to. And I remember that night, I didn't even want to be on social media anymore because we had our brothers and sisters on these islands on Facebook saying, somebody, please come and help us. I remember there was this guy on Facebook. He was talking to us because, of course, they still had their phones. They still had battery and stuff, battery life. And he's like, guys, please send somebody. My son is trapped in the roof.
Yeah.
Because the waters rose.
Yes.
So you just go to, you're either floating or you're on the highest thing. Maybe it's a fridge, maybe it's a cupboard.
Oh, wow.
And listen, he lost his son.
Oh,
and he said it on
no,
Facebook.
no,
He said to us, he was like, guys, I can't wait anymore. I'm going to go and try to rescue him myself. And then later on, and he said, I couldn't find him. So he lost his son, and that broke my heart.
Oh, yeah, Wendy. Right. Yeah.
You know?
We get the drift. We understand.
And that's the pain
Wow.
that we now
Of
have
course.
as Bahamians. And I see you getting emotional because it's very emotional. And like
wow.
I had to separate myself from it because we were in Nassau. Nassau didn't get hit, but we are helpless. So we definitely still need your prayers. The Bahamas is open for business.
Yes.
2 of our islands were devastated, but there are 12 or 11 more that are inhabited, including Nassau.
I
So
love
to
the Bahamas,
help us,
man.
we want y'all to keep coming and keep
Yes,
vacationing. We
yes.
need your money. We need the economy to be boosted because the 2 islands that were hit were our 2nd and 3rd city.
Okay.
So really, everything is now dependent on the island of Nassau.
I apologize to put your interview down this lane, but
it's important to talk about. And
exactly,
I'm an
yeah.
ambassador for the Bahamas. I
There
carry the
you go.
Bahamas on my back. I'm 100% Bahamian, born, bred, good dad Bahamian. So this is something that is etched in our history right now, and I
Yes.
have no problem talking about it because it could happen to any one of our islands.
Yes.
And as Caribbean people, we are going to be the first victims of climate change as these storms become more and more intense because of the major cities and air pollution. This is all
I
connected.
hope people are paying attention
Yeah.
to what's going on in the world.
Yes, we're not removed from it.
No, we're not.
We are not. And we will be the first ones to be victims of it because we don't have nowhere to go. We are surrounded by water, small island nations.
Wendy, I thank you for
Thank you.
allowing me to take you along that spectrum of emotion
Yeah.
from joy to obvious depths of
Pain,
sorrow.
yeah.
And I do apologize for that. But from the fact that we're here, we're looking on, and we want to know, we concern, and we support, and we send the love. And as you said, being an ambassador, I kind of figured you could handle it.
Yes, I can handle it, and it needs to be said. It's
Yes.
a part of our history. We can't run away from things, and we have to be able to talk about it so we can do better.
Wonderful. So, weakness. Wendy, we're glad to see you. We hope to see you back for Carnival soon.
I
And
hope so.
yeah, enough white talk. You'll be good. You'll be good.
And I see they got sorrel.
Mom, we'll talk after. Come on. Listen. Tell them your handles real quick. Where to find you?
At Wendi242. That's Wendy with an I, 242 on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, anything. Just Google it and you'll find me.
Wendy is traveling. Big up the crew, the Bahamas. We love y'all.
Love you.